It's Secure, Parth and Truth and Love United.com. What's going on? How y'all doing? First of all, happy Mother's Day, y'all. Shout out to all the mamas out there. How you doing? If you are a single mama, if you a mama who is married, you're not doing it by yourself, or the ones who ain't married but ain't doing it by themselves, this is the day we celebrate y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I got a mama, so hey mama. I got grandmamas. Hey y'all. If y'all see this, I don't know why y'all would see this, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Of course, you're gonna hear from me today, but just throwing this out there just to be safe. Before we start, you already know the spiel. Make sure you are subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. Share this with your mama. Just say, hey, ma, I don't know what to say. Well, with this topic, you might not want to send this to your mama if it don't apply. So we just gonna, you'll know accordingly. I want to talk today about the people who don't necessarily have the best relationship with their mama, or parents in general, but it's Mother's Day, so we're going to talk about mothers. This might be a little controversial. Let's start there. But it's okay to not talk to your mama. Just saying. I'm not saying don't love your mama. I'm not saying hate your mama. But it's okay not to talk to her. I want to do a deeper video about this later because this is not part of this video. But sometimes our first bullies are our parents. Now, I'm blessed to say that my mother was never my bully, but I have friends who, growing up, their mamas will talk to them crazy. And I can remember being a kid thinking like, woo, child couldn't be me. Like, because your parents talk to you crazy. And I mean, one of the things that was a game changer for me was when I thought about it, when I realized, like, my parents were complete people before they became my parents. And they had a whole life that has done things to them and, you know, just had different situations. So the way that they treat me is a byproduct of their life experiences. So when I think about it from that perspective, some of the things that have happened in my life when it comes to my parents, I have empathy for them, because I couldn't imagine what it was like being in your early 20s, having a kid and not really knowing, you know, I wasn't expected. So, you know, you gain a little empathy for your children. I mean, for your parents. But for the people whose parents, who are mamas specifically, who have just dogged them, disrespected them, all of that stuff, it's okay not to talk to your mom. I know we live in a society where, like, children are very, like, to be seen, not heard, and you could talk. I've seen people talk to their kids crazy, disrespect their children. I think we forget that children are just small humans. They still have feelings. They still have, you know, emotions. They pick up on everything. They see what's good. They might not be able to properly articulate what it is, but kids be knowing what's up. So I just think we have to be really mindful of the way we raise our children, because you raise your kids a certain way, then you wonder when they get older why they don't want to be bothered. We have this thing in our society where it's kind of automatically expected, like the older people, you just automatically take care of them. But if you haven't fostered a relationship with me, or you haven't created a scenario where that's something I want to do, then why be bothered? You know, past generations, you kind of do things begrudgingly. You do it just because it's expected. You got the wrong generation. I'm not going to do it just because it's expected of me. That's just not how it works. If you show me respect, I'm going to show you respect. Now, if you disrespect me, I'm not going to say I'm going to disrespect you, but we're going to limit the amount of contact that we have, because you might catch me on the wrong day. I don't care what age you are. You know what I'm saying? And society will try to make you feel bad about not wanting to talk to your mother.
It's your mama. You only get one of them. Da, 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 da.
They only get one of the child. Like, I mean, people can have many children, but you get one Akira. Period. It's only one of me. So I think parents need to think of their children the same way, and think about the way they're treating them when they're growing up. Some of these dudes now are trash today because of their mamas. Just keeping it a $150, okay? Some of these men disrespect every woman they see except their mama, because their mothers are okay with toxic masculinity as long as it ain't directed at them. So they've taught their sons how to be toxic men with other women, because it's cool as long as it ain't directed at them. But there's another video. At me if you mad about it. I don't care. It is what it is. And with daughters, you know, there are some women who are jealous of their daughters. There are some women who manipulate their daughters, all of these types of, like, daughters and sons. Like, it's a million reasons why someone might not have the best relationship with their mother. As someone who has a good relationship with her mama, I will never know what it's like to have my mother like blatantly disrespect me. She's never done that to me. So I can't say, like, if I didn't grow up like you, I can't say, well, you need to get over that and just talk to your mama. Now, forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. So you do have to get to a place where you have to forgive them. You do have to get to a place where you have peace about a situation. I went through that with my dad. Anybody who knows me knows, like, this is not about fathers, so maybe we'll do that on Father's Day, but me and my father did not have the best relationship growing up. And I had to get to a place where I forgave him before he ever apologized. And I love my daddy. Sometimes he still have revisionist history, but I had to get to a place where I was cool before me and him ever had a conversation. Because you don't want to walk around with that anger. It's exhausting to be angry all the time and to always have your wall up and just not want to be like, that's exhausting. So it's okay to not want to be bothered this day. It's okay to disconnect yourself. It's okay to just maybe let this one pass by. And maybe, I know that's not a popular opinion. We live in a world that's like, you're supposed to take, no. Sometimes our parents, as much as we want to love them, you got to think, most of our first social cues come from our parents. Shout out to my mama. My mother is, I guess to tell y'all a little bit about me. So I am the oldest on my mom's side. And my mother was in her early 20s when she had me. And growing up, my father was in the Air Force for the first couple years of my life. So it was just really me and my mom. And my mom is like my homegirl. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there are some things that have happened that are just kind of, we all go through stuff growing up. But overall, I can say I had a pretty cool childhood because I know my mom did her best. Even in those moments when I didn't always necessarily agree with her, I knew she was doing her best, and I appreciate that. So, love you, mama. I stand on the backs of some amazing women. Like, when I think about the stock that I come from, like, I have no choice but to be bomb. I have no choice but to be amazing, because when I think about my grandmothers and my great-grandmothers, even with their flaws, even with the things that other people would deem as bad qualities, it makes them complete women. So I don't shy away from those parts of them. Like, it just is what it is, I want to be the type of parent where my kids always feel like they can come to me. And for the most part, I have that relationship with my mom. There were a few situations where I felt like, I can't really talk to her about this. But in general, my mom tried to make sure that I always felt like I could talk to her. There are a lot of women, and I'm just saying women because it's Mother's Day, that's what we're talking about. There are a lot of women who don't have that relationship with their children. Or we hear stories all the time about women picking men over their children. Disgusting, okay? Disgusting. I don't understand your life. Like, I would never pick a man over my kid. Like, I just can't even fathom that. But that's another video. So if you haven't taught me love, if you haven't taught me empathy, if you haven't taught me sacrifice, if you haven't taught me compassion, where are they supposed to get it from for you? So, not to be a downer, but I just want to encourage those people who might be feeling away today about their parents, or maybe if you don't have the best relationship with your child, if you are a mama, and you just keep it real. Like, if you know you were foul to your kid, this is a perfect day to apologize, to humble yourself, because it's messed up that you got hurt, but it's not someone else's responsibility to fix that, period. And I know it's a lot more nuanced than that. I know there's a lot more layers to it, and I'm not trying to dismiss it like it's that easy. But we're not gonna fake just because it's a holiday. We're not. We're not gonna try to force other people to do that either, because that's not cool. So to all the mothers out there who are doing their best, who are sacrificing, who are pushing, who are stretching themselves, being there for their children, being there for their significant others, being there for themselves, who are thriving in their careers, loving their other activities they do, I salute y'all, because child couldn't be me. So I salute y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to all the women who maybe have lost children today. You're still mothers. You're still valid. You're still worthy. We celebrate you today as well. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure I know this is a Sunday. I don't know how I feel about this one. Being on a Sunday. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Should I start posting on Sundays too? Can't guarantee it'll be every Sunday because the work schedule will be crazy, okay? But just let me know what you think. Put it down in the comments. And like I always say, as long as you're running your race at God's pace, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Deuces.